Such beautiful women are visiting the shop today. If only I wasn't married. Look at the curves, so shapely, not like my wife.
Ian, that's not a very respectful thing to say. You know your wife loves you, and you've made a commitment to her.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that, Winnie. It's just, I can't help but notice how many beautiful women visit our shop.
Ian, it's okay to appreciate someone's beauty, but openly questioning your marriage like that isn't fair to your wife or to these customers. You chose to marry her for a reason, right?
You're right, Winnie, but I was just appreciating God's creation. I should never have said that. I do love my wife, and I should focus on that.
Just remember, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. We should treat our customers with respect and professionalism, regardless of their appearance.
Very true, I'm sorry. It won't happen, Nagani. I'll try to remember that I'm married.
How was your day, love?
It was fine, I guess.
Is everything okay, Ian? You seem a bit distant today.
Have you ever thought about wearing makeup, Tammy?
Where is this coming from? I've never been one to wear a lot of makeup. You've never seemed to mind before.
I don't know, I've just noticed some of the women I see. They always look so put together and glamorous. It makes me wonder.
Ian, I love you for who you are, not for how I look. If you have concerns or feelings about our relationship, let's talk about them openly and honestly. Comparing me to others won't solve anything.
I'm sorry, dear. Let me go inside and get refreshed. I've had a long day. Well, aren't you excited for sunrise on this dull day at the bus station?
Thank you, sir. You were too kind.
Kind? No, I'm just stating the obvious. Your smile could light up this entire place.
You're quite the charmer, aren't you? My bus is here, next time.
Hello, beautiful. Aren't you a beauty? Those eyes of yours, they're like deep pools of mystery.
Mystery, huh? What's the mystery you'd like to uncover?
Well, I'd love to know more about the person behind those mesmerizing eyes. What's your name?
I'm Rena. And you?
Ian. A pleasure to meet you, Rena. So, what's the story behind that enchanting smile of yours?
There is not much to it, really. Just happy to meet interesting people like you.
Interesting people, you say? That makes two of us. Tell me, Rena, are you here often? Or is today just a lucky day for me?
Well, I do take the bus quite often. But today, I think it's safe to say it's a little more special.
I couldn't agree more. Perhaps we could make this encounter even more memorable. How about we grab a cup of coffee sometime?
I'd like that, Ian. You certainly know how to make an ordinary day feel extraordinary.
That's my goal, Rena. Until our coffee date, then, please share your digits, lollipop. Wow, that woman must have been created on Sunday morning. She's too beautiful, it's as if she dropped from another planet.
Ian, can you please stop staring at other women? It's really getting on my nerves.
Oh, I'm not really staring, Tammy. I'm just people watching. You know how I enjoy observing people.
Ian, you're not fooling anyone. You've been doing this a lot lately, and it's disrespectful.
Tammy, I wish you could dress a bit more sexy, do a little makeup and change your hairstyle. You know you're the one I love, but please spice things up a little bit just for me.
I really think you've gone overboard, Ian. We are Christians, but of late all you do is ogle on women all over the internet, on the road, at the mall. Ian, I can't take it anymore. It's not harmless when it hurts me like this. I need a break. I'm going to stay with my sister until you come back to your senses and realize that ours is holy matrimony, disrespecting me, your wife, and fornicating left, right, and center.
Come on, Tammy, you're taking things too seriously. Loosen up a bit.
Hello, Tammy. Thank you for reaching out to me. I'm here to listen and help in any way I can. What's been going on with you and Ian?
Pastor, I've been really struggling with Ian's behavior lately. He's been openly disrespectful towards me by complimenting and admiring other women even when I'm right there. It makes me feel hurt and humiliated.
I'm sorry to hear that you're going through this, Tammy. That's not how a healthy marriage should be. Can you tell me more about what specifically Ian has been doing?
It's not just that, Pastor. He's been asking me to dress sexier and wear more makeup, as if I'm not good enough the way I am. I've tried talking to him about how this makes me feel, but he doesn't seem willing to change or work on our marriage.
It's important for both partners in a marriage to feel respected and valued. I appreciate your sharing this with me.
I've tried talking to him, but it's like he doesn't take my concerns seriously. I'm willing to work on our marriage, but he needs to meet me halfway. I've proposed counseling, but he's not open to it.
I understand your frustration, Tammy. I can try to talk to Ian and encourage him to consider counseling. It's important for both of you to work on your relationship together. In the meantime, I think it's a good idea that you've moved to your sister's place to take some time for yourself. Your well-being is essential.
Thank you, Pastor. I appreciate your support. I really hope Ian can understand how this is affecting our marriage and be willing to work things out.
I'll certainly talk to Ian and see if I can offer any guidance or support. It's important for both of you to work on your marriage.
Thank you, Pastor. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Wow, Ian, your home is lovely. Thank you for inviting me over. It's so cozy.
I'm glad you like it, Joyce. I want you to feel at home here.
That's really sweet of you, Ian. But you just mentioned something about me preparing to be your wife. Are you engaged or something?
Well, Joyce, yes, I am married. However, I regret marrying such an ugly woman. The good news is she's not around right now.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. I'll make myself beautiful for you.
Good afternoon, young lady. I came to visit Ian. Is he available to talk? I am his pastor.
Oh, Pastor, it's so good to see you. Ian's not here at the moment, but he should be back in a little while. Would you like to have a seat and wait for him?
Thank you, Joyce. I'm sorry I can't wait. Please let him know I stopped by when he returns. I hope you're doing well too.
Okay, I'll let him know you were here.
Joyce, my dear, you're looking even lovelier today.
Thank you, Jack. I've been practicing some new techniques. I'm glad you like it. Do you have my stuff? Guys are loving the new pill. It's working magic.
These are the goods you requested. As always, you're my favorite client. I can't believe my luck having an agent posing as a Salinist whom people trust.
I'm happy to hear that, Jack. You've always been so kind. I'll be seeing you then. Let me be off before Ian wonders where I've disappeared to.
Good morning, sir. I'm Officer Gordon. Are you the owner of this car, please? We've had some suspicions about this car being used to traffic drugs. Can I search your car, please? Suspicious of my car? I can't believe it. But sure, go ahead and search my car. I have nothing to hide.
The officer proceeds to search the car, and after a few minutes, he finds a small bag of drugs hidden in the glove compartment. Ian is arrested and taken to the police station for further investigation. He is shocked and worried about how he can prove his innocence in this situation.
Sir, I've found some drugs in your car. You're under arrest for the possession of illegal substances. What? This is unbelievable. I swear I have no idea how those drugs got in my car. I don't use drugs, and I have nothing to do with Joyce's activities. But we found drugs in your vehicle, and you'll have to come to the station with me for further questioning. What kind of wife are you married to who sells drugs for a living? Officer, she's not my wife. My wife is a Christian. She's only my girlfriend. You're very funny. What happened to your wife? Anyway, I'm not interested. Just be sure that you are going to spend a long time in prison for possession of drugs.
Ian, I can't believe this has happened to you. Look at where your wandering eyes have landed you now. Your wife loved you, but you only treated her with disdain.
Pastor, I'm sorry about everything. After my wife left me, I actually didn't care since I thought she wasn't beautiful enough for me. I later neglected her even with everybody asking me to rethink my actions. After dating several women, I met this extremely beautiful woman named Joyce and asked her to move in with me.
That's a terrible twist of fate, Ian. But how did things escalate to the point of your arrest?
After some time, I quickly realized that she wasn't who I thought she was. She was involved in some shady dealings. I didn't know at first, but eventually, I found out that she was a drug dealer when I was stopped by the police who had been investigating her. I had no idea that she was using my car to transport drugs. She had hidden them so well that I never suspected a thing. The day I got arrested, the police found the drugs in my car, and it was a complete shock to me. I couldn't believe what was happening, and I had no way to prove my innocence. Joyce, the woman I thought I was trying to impress, had been using my car for her drug operations behind my back. By then, it was too late, Wayne.
Ian, I can see the remorse in your eyes, and I know you didn't intend for any of this to happen. We'll do everything we can to help you through this.
I haven't spoken to Joyce since this all began. I don't even know how to face her after all that's happened. But I'm determined to make amends, Wayne. I've learned my lesson the hard way.
We'll figure this out together, Ian. You're not alone in this, and we'll work on finding a way to make things right. The important thing now is to focus on your future and learn from your mistakes. Order in the court. We are here today to discuss the case of Ian, who has been charged with drug trafficking. The court has reviewed all the evidence and heard the testimonies. Ian, please rise. Ian, the court has found you guilty of drug trafficking, a serious offense. In accordance with the law, I hereby sentence you to 5 years in prison. This is not a decision made lightly, but it is necessary to uphold the law and maintain the safety of our community.
Your Honor, I understand the gravity of my actions, and I deeply regret my involvement in this. I just want to apologize to my family and friends for the pain I've caused them. I promise to use this time to reflect on my choices and work on becoming a better person.
Your remorse is noted, Ian, and it's important that you use this time to rehabilitate and learn from your mistakes. The court wishes you the best in your journey toward redemption. This court is adjourned. Ian sat in the cold, sterile visitation room of the prison, anxiously waiting for Tammy to arrive. He had been through a lot since his sentencing, and he couldn't bear the guilt of neglecting his wife and getting involved with Joyce, a decision that had landed him behind bars. As the door swung open, he saw Tammy walking in, her eyes filled with a mix of sadness, anger, and relief that she finally got to see him. Tammy took a deep breath and approached Ian, sitting across from him. There was a heavy silence in the room as they locked eyes. After a moment, Ian began to speak, his voice shaky. Tammy's eyes welled up with tears, but she held back her emotions, trying to maintain her composure.
Tammy, I don't even know where to start. I'm so sorry for everything. I can't believe I let you down like this.
Ian, you put yourself in this situation. I warned you about your wandering eye, not being satisfied with how I looked, me your lawfully wedded wife, but you didn't listen. You let Joyce drag you into this mess, and now look where we are.
You were right, Tammy. I was foolish, and I made a terrible mistake. Joyce manipulated me, and I was too blind to see it. I'm so sorry for neglecting you, for hurting you.
I don't know if I can ever forgive you, Ian. You've put us through so much pain, and these 5 years apart are going to be incredibly hard for both of us. But we were a team before all of this happened, and I still love you. I just hope you've learned from this experience.
I have, Tammy. I promise I'll use this time to turn my life around, to become a better person for you and for us. I'll make amends for my mistakes and never let you down again.
I hope you mean it, Ian. We've got a long road ahead of us. Maybe there's a chance for us. I still love you, Ian. I always will. But this is a wake-up call for both of us. We need to rebuild our lives, and I'll be here for you every step of the way. But it's going to take time, trust, and hard work. Thank you, Tammy. I know it won't be easy, and I can't expect you to forgive me immediately, but I promise that I will do everything in my power to earn your forgiveness and make things right. I don't want to lose you or our family.
Ian's shoulders slumped with the weight of his actions, but he was determined to make amends. As they continued to talk, both Ian and Tammy faced the harsh reality of their situation. They didn't know what the future held, but they had taken the first step in addressing their issues and finding a way to rebuild their fractured relationship. Their hands remained intertwined, and in that moment, they both knew that the road ahead was going to be tough, but their love and commitment would be the guiding light that would help them through this difficult time. As the Bible says in Matthew 5:28, "But I say to you that everyone who looks at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart."